I think. I will be in a moment. It looks like I'm back. Okay. So it looks like with this, what's happening? It like freezes up my desktop for a little bit. I wait. It eventually resolves. I can like move around my mouse. The window pops up properly, but all of my windows are like moved around for some reason. So I don't know what that's about. Uh, Yellow is red and green, I think. I don't know. I'm good with that sort of stuff. But so the pad is breaking things. I Trump data. Shaded buffer, things like right there. Yeah. Um, I'm just wondering how it figures out count in the amount of them, because that's I don't know how that works. Because for an unsized array, I can just put 2. See how that'll behave. You int pad. Ooh. Okay. Didn't quite. Oh. Oh. Ooh. That's a different look. Didn't quite crash things, but they were white. Now we're cyan. Oh, and that's a thing. Hello there. Alright. Cyan. So I think I'm just misunderstanding. It's probably just like lagging crazy when it's not quite, it doesn't line up what it's expecting and what it's getting. So then this is probably just a different bug if it's not padding issues. I think this 430 is more packed, is what I'm thinking. Or something else. I'm gonna move this around because I feel like it. I was about to say, if that changed anything, then I would be real quite spooked. I'm going to say that the bug lies elsewhere, or the whole array of issues. It lies elsewhere, and leave that for now because I don't know. In here, I could probably, if I could read. I mean, frustrating. I am dyslexic, by the way. And this is a lot of words. And I don't know where the important information would be found. Memory layout, probably here. Fact. A lot of words. Okay. Okay, I'm having trouble. I'm like, I got here, I think, and then I'm like, I gotta restart because I don't know what's going on. Also, I think I'm a little tired, maybe. Thinking takes a lot of energy really fast. A lot of words. And just skipping that section. I don't know what to say. That's fine. I'm just gonna skip ahead here. I should probably read this then. Right, okay. Okay. Okay, I'm going to, oh, actually, I might even have it here. What's it called? I forget what it's called. Speech note. I do have it. Cool.
This layout alleviates the need to query offsets for definitions.
That's gonna be fun.
The rules of this layout explicitly state the layout arrangement of any interface block declared with this layout. This also means that such an interface block can be shared across programs, much like shared. The only downside to this layout type is that the rules for packing elements into array structs can introduce a lot of unnecessary padding. The rules for this layout are covered quite well in the OpenGL specification OpenGL 4.5 section, page 137. Among the most important is the fact that arrays of types are not necessarily tightly packed. An array of floats in such a block will not be the equivalent to an array of floats in. The array stride the bytes between array elements is always rounded up to the size of a wiki, 16 bytes. So arrays will only match their definitions if the type is a multiple of 16 bytes. Warning, implementations sometimes get this layout wrong for VIC components. You're advised to manually pad your structure arrays out and avoid using VIC at all. This layout works like, except with a few optimizations in alignment and strides for arrays and structures, colors, and vector elements, except for Vic elements, which remain unchanged from st. Specifically, they are no longer rounded up to a multiple of 16 bytes. So an array of floats will match with a C array of floats. Note that this layout can only be used for shader storage blocks, not uniform blocks.
Okay, so what I got from that is that it is more tightly packed, and what I was just trying to do doesn't change anything. So like yeah, so it's not rounded up to a multiple of 16 bytes. It can be rounded, it can be a multiple of bytes. So that's, with this, it's fine. So yeah, the issue shouldn't be there. Because I believe that takes a byte. Byte of space. I think everything's fine there. All right, cool. Now that we've got that out of the way, so I have bugs elsewhere, and I got to figure out what I'm looking at. You got Ray. We got that. I don't know. 0, 1. So I'm not using this, but I'm using it as reference, and it doesn't matter anyways because I'm just setting it. Where am I? Here, I'm setting it here. So all right. Yeah, so as is. Okay, so there's a bunch of edge, like boundary issues here. That's fine. Is this what, so this is going out because it's -1, fine. This is going out because where in there is white, which is weird in the first place. White means that all of these are 1, but this one shouldn't be. Let's do I could do this, I think. Just in case, because I don't really see the issue is. Yeah, so that didn't change anything. That's purple. Purple. Red and blue? Yeah, red and blue. I believe, yeah. That shouldn't be needed anyways. It didn't change anything, so I'm just going to remove it. But red, RGB, and blue. Okay, so for 1, is it like negated? What? So for this one, it should be 1 is there. Ooh. So it should be red, and this one should be black. I'll just do that for color purposes. Oh, that was not there before. That's interesting. So why then? So it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. Yeah, it looks like it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. Ooh. Something's happening. Oh, that's funny. So it's kind of doing what it's supposed to be doing. Kind of. Also just not. But, I mean, because I made that one, it said that it's also above, which would be, like, above forever and ever. I don't get what half of these things are. But why are you going out for -1? Because it's going past it? I mean, that's a possibility. No, not really. Yeah, no, we've already seen that it doesn't do that. Um, I'm like, I want to put that to 0.5, but that doesn't work. It doesn't work that way. I believe this automatically casts. Seeing that it is purple. Okay. Oh, what? No. This Odin fixes it. Do that anyways. But Odin fixes it, and it didn't change anything anyways. And you are correct. Yeah, so 0, 1, and 2 should be those three, but I did that one and it didn't change either of them. The one is still purple, and this one's still white. I meant to say white. This one's still white, that one's still purple. White is all the way over there. Funny. Yeah, and then that's what I was expecting as well, since it's pointed to itself. Purple infinity. But what's happening here? I want to say this feels like there's just a typo somewhere. But X is just those. In world, I'm not doing any boundary stuff yet anywhere else. In these world, showing to work properly. I'm pretty sure it like has to be in here somewhere. Wow, I selected that perfectly. It has to be in here somewhere, but I have absolutely no idea how. Great, so if it's greater than or equal to okay. That hasn't appeared to change anything. It did change something. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, that changed something. All right. funky. But it's still like, even though the sphere is there, like out there is, like you can't even tell that the sphere is there from here. Why? It's just like when you are in. Um, okay, let's do more stuff. Let's do here. Test equals array. And then just do I failed. Did I save? I did save. Alright. And I failed again. There we are. Ooh, interesting colors. I'm going to fix this back. Anyway, so all the spheres are black. Cool. There's a lot of white, which makes sense. Let me divided by sure. There we are. So this is the position. A lot of white. I'm not seeing a lot of black on its own. There's some black over there. Very quick color. Oh. Why did I want to figure that out? I need to get out. Oh, right. I wanted to figure out where it thought it was within that cube. That also explains why. It should be darkest in that corner over there. Makes sense. And then like white in the opposite corner, which I don't think I'm ever going to be able to see. Cool. All right, let me try YZ. But yeah, so it's red, right? That makes sense. Red there and white up there. Cool. That's what you expect. But the important thing is that the x value is 0 here. Or close to 0. Well, not actually being 0. So why is it trying... What is it trying? It... I don't know. It reaches the sphere sometimes. It's right there. I mean, you can clearly see the sphere now. But it reaches it sometimes. But for some reason, when it's in this chunk, it's not happy. And it wants to exit. And it's exiting because chunk ID is -1. Alright. Here, let me try... I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna do all of this just to shrink everything. Something happened. Ooh, okay. Right, that's what it was before. Now we're getting interesting. Actually, that's really nice. If oh, that's interesting. Thank you. Okay, cool. Still acting like it should. Oh, that's also kind of interesting. But it makes sense because you are -1. But you are not. You're super colorful. Wait. No, that's not. It's out of bounds stuff. Okay. This is behaving how... but it's saying that this area here is -1. Even if it only happens once, it happens exactly when it should. Chunk ID is set to that. Neighbors 0. Am I doing the wrong neighbors? Chunk ID should be 0 off the bat. Neighbor 0. I can try just scanning through these. See how it changes. Okay. Like it is doing it proper. Because the sphere is there. Like you can see the sphere. So what is happening? Why is it suddenly... Chunk ID is set to that. Alright, here, let me try... oh, that would actually make sense. Yeah. Test 2 equals true. And test 2. Okay, so that's more information. Wait, but that doesn't make any sense. So does this get called or not? test only gets made gray. Chunk ID isn't set anywhere else outside of there. It was set up there, but yeah, it's not set anywhere else. Okay, I'm gonna do more data. I'm gonna do test3 equals true. Um, sorry. If s3, then u equal just 3, something whack. 0. Oh, hold up. What? Oh, things have suddenly changed. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, okay. I should initialize things, I guess, but why? These are, they're, okay, I'm having some really whack sort of addressing issue here. So you are acting normal again. Yeah, everything's normal. Like, I haven't even begun. But you still exist. What am I using test2 for? Oh, it's just to make sure this only happens once. Oh, that explains. Okay. That. Ha! I should really be making sure to initialize things when in GLSL, but all of a sudden, yeah. Okay, this makes sense because it's while I'm here, it's above, it's set to 2 or whatever, and it just stays. Oh boy. So that means that this is happening twice. Which means that oh, oh, oh. I'm so dumb. It's kind of Ray. No? Yeah, Ray is set every time. It's not. Uh. I mean, this calculation. Um. That that makes sense. It's a clear bug there. This isn't actually changing it, and that also explains why it is down here further in the loop. It does believe that Ray is correct when this happens. It like subtracts, but then it doesn't stay for the next iteration. Oop, ah. Okay. So my debugging was useless. But I think I'm just gonna pull this out like that. Not to do like that. Okay, but then I need to make sure that Ray is not updated. It doesn't get updated here. It's updated there. So instead of that, I'll keep this, but that Ray plus equals that. Ray, not dist, but geom. Cool. And that should work. I was thinking test 2 was just for rendering. Okay. Yes. Rendering the debug stuff that I was doing. I forgot that I was testing that. All right. So let's just bop you and you, and oh, that's fine. Bop you, you. Gonna do while, and that should just scoop it in, and then I think I could just pull these now. Sorry, that. That should work. Yeah, so we're still getting that same edge case thing, and boom. Yeah. Yes. Okay, it's working exactly as expected. And we got the infinite up thing. Yeah, the infinite up thing. And then, yeah, okay. Okay, so it's all perfect. Now we do have that issue. I wonder why that is happening. Why is that happening? Oh, it is subtracting properly. Okay. So it's putting it into the putting array into the proper spot. But then it's chunk ID ends up 0. Yeah, because can I do go-to in GLSL? I don't think there's an odin I would have. I can label the for loop and just break that, but I think I need a go-to to be able to like double break. Because that would be best. Okay, go-tos. Always fun. GLSL. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I don't know how to search for otherwise. Has no go-to construct. If you're going to do that, then you have to have a way to break out of nested loops. I could return these to if statements. Okay, so where's jump statements? List of jump statements. So there's a list of jump statements somewhere. In jump statements, break, continue, return. I could return. So that's what it was. Why did that not catch? What? I did jump statements. Is that? Is there like a typo? No, it's a capital. Fine. Oh, I don't have match case on though. Yep, it's a typo. Fun. Always fun. Anyways, break, continue, return. I'm just going to turn these back into ifs. And then alternate. Else. Oh, what? Oh, you are also supposed to be if. Just because it's better. So this is assuming we're not jumping. Which I think I was going to assume anyways. We are missing. Okay, where is this? 108, I think is what this is. If that's fun. Okay. I didn't catch how that happened, but all right. Oh, what? That didn't. Oh, no, right. Because. Oh, right, yeah. I was going to not do that. Then I'll just move that. Yeah. All right. Oh boy. There's a good amount of debugging, but it works now. It works perfectly. All right. Yeah. All right. So fun. I am proud that this just worked. I was able to just do that. Such a tiny bug can just obliterate everything. I think I'm gonna get rid of the test stuff. I'm going to keep this idea commented. I'm gonna remove you. You. Here I'll do this. And then like that and that and that. That's cool. Cool. Those. I like this better anyways because I could change ray direction if I need to. I was just, that was from before when I copy pasted code. And I'm like, when I saw it, I'm like, oh, that's not that bad. Whatever. Again, I don't know why. I could probably remove this sphere function. Yeah, I don't need that anymore. All right. So I'll clean up. Have I done anything here? No, everything's still fine. Let me do. What did it do to you? Oh, I see. Cool. So now I could go into Huh. I should probably start. Um, okay, I could start chunk generation in on the CPU, and that's fine. Um, yeah, I could just do like a big. What's the noise called? I forget what the noise is called. I could just do like a big shape made up of many chunks. Um, dynamic, dynamic, and then ooh, that probably won't quite work because I'm surprised Odin stuff didn't get in the way there, but um, because there's extra data there that GOSL doesn't like. Actually no. That's why it doesn't get in the way because I already know it's. No, actually, I don't do that. Where is it? It's here? Yeah, data. Yeah, I just pull the data directly. I don't do anything about stuff. Voxel data. Ah, right. Okay. That's why it doesn't get in the way. Um, however, wait, what happens if I do? It works fine. Okay. So because uh, I think I'm going to need to do that. That works. It's better that way too. More terse. Um, yeah, but that way I could make this a dynamic array and then I could like get out of that somehow. Somehow. Let me do it here. And then how do we work with I keep getting my keybinds mixed up. Dynamic array. Dynamic arrays. Append. Right? Yeah, because yeah, that's how Odin works. So I could go like that. Pointer to you. Your comma, you're like that. I'm gonna go append. Pointer to chunk data. Then like that. Okay. Missing type. Unfort. That means that I want to also have the type. I'll need that up here as well. So chunk. Do it like this. And then do like that. Right. And you are dynamic. That's not the right letter. Dynamic. Dynamic array. Cool. And then that should work. And then I can just go. Sorry. Chunk type. Chunk type. Actually, did I type it properly? It looks broken. I broke it. I ran, but I broke it. Oh. Okay. Leaked. Okay. Oh, right. Of course it leaked. I gotta go to render destroy. I just realized how strange that is. It can't be allocated here. It must be allocated on first call. Yeah, this must allocate. The first one would allocate. And that's why I would need a pointer to it. That would make sense. Well, I would also need a pointer to it anyways, because it would change its value. It could change its value. but it sees that it's not allocated, so it allocates up there. Fine. Now I believe I run delete. Delete chunk data. Not what I wanted. And it doesn't leak. Cool. So that's that. And the other problem is that it doesn't actually work. And to be expected. Actually, I expected other issues, but it allocated. So this was, I kind of forgot that I needed to do this. Append size of, so I gotta change it into an array. Which I believe I can just see array. Can I? I'm gonna do chunk type times, does it count? Actually, I'm here anyways. Delete, yeah. It's not in there. Count size of count of length of size of type ID of sign of line of yeah, I moved. What did I just say? Did that? Okay. When, that's how. Okay. Said it right there. Okay, so okay, capacity len of chunk data. Yeah. Now I think if I do like that, it does what I want. All right. I did this earlier. Raw data. And that returns pointer. So instead of this, it's raw data. I hope that works. Yeah. All right, look at me. I'm doing cool things. So now I can work with Odin's dynamic arrays. Now I just need I'm just gonna do the same thing here. All right. Voxel type is voxel type. We'll do the same thing. It's supposed to end up being more complicated than that, but so dynamic. So it's the same thing twice. Okay, but then this changes. So just doing like that. Except also kinda. Let me think. I need to do okay. Voxel data. Oh, okay. So what was it? It was like reserve. Resize reserve. It is reserve. Okay. Reserve that and okay. Make it easier. I figure it's okay. Map? What? What is this saying? Dynamic array to reserve. Built in. It doesn't type it, but oh, I also no, I want resize. And possible cap. Okay. Um, Setting the capacity, yeah. Resize. Yeah, I can spell sometimes. I'm just gonna assume it's the same and two. Cool. Now I'm gonna do this. It's a chunk. There it says chunk. Chunk. Yeah, there we are. I know what I'm doing. Voxel. Yeah. And I think that's just good. Oh, I need to deal with memory. So should be good. Yep, and everything's good. Now I have room to play. I do want to do more complicated things with chunks, because I do want to do like a bit of an octree stuff. But then, so I kind of want to look at if GLSL supports humans. I could look at that later. I don't know. Oh, no, that's not what I want. That's cool, but oh, we'll get this later. For now, let's see if I could do some interesting chunk things with just what I have. Um, in an hour, though it's restarted a couple times. Okay. Let's do. I could do like a sine wave kind of dealio. Like around, let's do. Alright, let's add. Alright, I made that disappear. What's the actual operation? I don't remember. Anymore? No. I don't know how you mix them. Um, but I am going to do this instead. Oh, how do I do that? So it's like. Y equals. Um, oh, okay, no, I can't. I can't choose that. I have to find what that would be. Can I choose it? I'm gonna say okay, well it's distance from the surface and y. Because f32 y minus 5 should give the ground. Yeah. Here, hold on. If I equals 0, else oh right, odin works differently. Right. Let's do that way. And I can shelf here now. But it's a proper floor. Okay, yeah, now I can mess with stuff. So yeah, so that's the ground. So then if I wanted to do something else, I can change that value. So right, sine x. Let's do that. Of 2 of x. So fun. Hello there. Plus 32. See. Oh, that's just gonna rotate it. Oh, actually, whoa, that's interesting. But what I actually wanted is plus sine, I think. Yeah. Cool. That's the opposite of what I wanted. Now it's got a slight curve. So I've made it different. And then if I just make the chunks bigger, and then I can also just put on here the noise. Yeah, that works. So instead of resize, I'm going to append, and then I'm going to append these guys up here as well. To attach them as I come across them. Yeah, I should, because otherwise they will lose that information. I could leave this for another day. No, I have time. Kinda. Yeah. Alright, let's see. So I'm popping new. That's fine. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to like I'm going to iterate through an extra XYZ for the different chunks, and then I'm gonna do that in a way that allows me to attach them. Let's do 10 by 10. So, okay. CX, CY, CZ. 2 by 2 works for now. And I can change Y, and then here, XX equals F32 of CX times. Oh, I should also have that up here. Did I also do that? I think so. Anyways, and then I'm not gonna leave that there. That's fine. Oh well. All right, cool. Still a cumbersome name, considering how much I use it like that. But that's fine now, right? CX times chunk size plus X. Y. Let's see. That works. Now wherever I have Y in here, take by Y. X. Okay. Light Excel really needs to support skipping them, right? Z. Oopa. No, I'm a fool. I just need it in these. I was just realizing, I'm like thinking about how I could do that better, and I could use those, and then I realized that, yeah, I don't want that there. Speaking of which, that I'm also solving that problem, which we forgot about. 2 birds with 1 stone. Cool. I'm going to make sure this works first. It's not going to break anything, so I'm just going to do yeah, 6. That works. Funny. What did I do? Oh, because there's like nothing in here? But whoa. The value is large. Values must be quite large. Weird. Plus 4, which would have the same effect. Oh, it should, yeah, plus 5 is what I was doing right there. And that explains why, but... Oh, that helps. Yeah, and I expect going higher makes it worse. I'm quite surprised by that. Am I? Ooh, I am seeing the curve, I think. Yeah, that's good. At least it's in there. There is now an artifact that wasn't there before. You start at... But that's also... Oh! I see, because it's 0 then 2, so I'm doing CX? Yeah, and that's working properly. That explains. Let me just fix you back to 5. Yeah. Okay. So now things are acting predictably. Let's put you to 2. I understand. I keep like I see something and I'm like that'll be fine, so I cast it out from my memory, and then later I see an artifact of it and I'm like, what? But, okay, so this is something. Chunk boundary, which I didn't notice before because I wasn't stitching them together. We were just jumping right past it. So, right, because I'm not handling chunk boundaries in that case yet. I could do that now. That Sounds like a good idea. Um, right. Completely forgot about that. So I handle it here or here. I don't know. This one seems like a small function. Literally all I'm going off of. Chunk ID. What I'm doing with chunk ID there. Yeah, there's not really any reason for it to be here. So I can deal with it here. Get voxel. Yeah, okay. So this, except I don't have to do the negatives. And erase differently. So I'm going to copy that. Go here. Paste you. And I'm going to how many times have I done that by now? I don't even know. Alright. Funny. Alright. Was that what happened the first time? Anyways. Like that's cool. I've shrunk it. Now, I'm not changing chunk ID. But I am getting a different value. So instead of that, I'm going to I can't skip selections, so I'm going to do it this way. Oh, that works, actually. Just suddenly realized I was going to like return a different value. But that works. And so no, I don't want you either. Doing neither of those things. So I'm just getting that, and then if it's -1, instead of this, I'm going to return 0, I think. Yeah. Which I think it'll do anyways, but right, see. Unit, see. And Ray, where's Ray? Okay. That should be fine. Oh. Well, that's trippy. It's a really trippy effect. Not. What did I minimized it. Cool. I think this was all that I did. So it wasn't there, and then it was there. So it didn't fix the problem. Oh. That's what happened. I noticed that it wasn't initialized. Also, I didn't need to do that. Because now it's initialized. Is it worth? It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I'm just gonna do it anyways. Okay, so it didn't fix the problem. Which why? Cutting in, so the values right next to the boundary are larger? Wait a minute, okay. Whoa. So oh, right, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So I'm in it. What's happening? Um, this has to do with the chunk boundary. I'm basically certain about that. Alright. Oh, first try. Magic. Anyways, it has to do with the chunk boundary, but I should just like lower the value. I should make it so that control lowers my speed. That makes a lot of sense. I'm actually just gonna go do that. Control. I need to add. Oh. Right. And I'm reminded how everything isn't enumerated arrays. So I'm going to have to fix things individually. All right, let's do. Actually, wait, do I just have to fix this in this? I think so, actually. So it's not that bad. It's not going to tell me if there's something else, but I think it keeps track. So what do I call it? Crouch prone. Because neither of these are what they say they are yet. Let me just do this prone. That's CTRL probably, yeah. And then I just use it. I have speed somewhere. Do I have speed? I should have speed. I don't have speed. Oh, I also don't have. Right, I forgot about that. I'm not modifying it by runtime. Let me change this to delta time, and then do this, and delta time. That should work. Okay, so my guess was mistaken. Lift. Before I look it up, it is correct. Right now in camera, I do. I could do. Yeah, that works. Speed. Delta time. Just do. Delta time again because Odin is genius and it just works. Not delta time, sorry, speed. Okay, good to know. Now I can go up to tiny things. So much easier. All right, so you are old cool. That's it. Oh, this whole thing. Right. Plus that's it. Question mark. So it is set to 0. Isn't set at 5 group nuts plus. I should do times. Should be 1. Int, where does that come from? Okay. Funny. So yeah. Yeah. So it's faster. Here I'm gonna do 2. Just go faster. There we are. Okay. That hasn't gotten me anywhere closer to the solution to this problem. It's nice. So problem. For some reason, right next to it, the values are greater. I should do here. Actually, it shouldn't be in here. Go C, Z, okay. Now, let's figure out C, Z. Let's figure out the rest of these. Huh. That's how I can do it. Okay. Now instead of this, what I want to do, so let's okay, so I want to get data with a little d is the voxel type instead of this, it's data, and I can remove you. And I could do append at voxel data, comma data. Yeah. Now it does that. All right, now if I do what's that gonna do? It did a funny thing. Right, because it's stopped by something else now. But I don't know why. So 0 and 1. I don't have extra chunks, but I'll make them. That made that so much easier. So you're 2 and 3. So 0 is the first one, 0, 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, so the first one is, see, that's why I did a funny. I'm gonna make you 2 then. 1, 3. So that's X and Z. It's here, positive would go to 2. Negative returns to 0. None. Positive goes to 3. And here you go to 3. Still putting it in manually. And I stitched it together wrong. Let me think about this again. So positive X from 0 goes to 2. Positive X goes to 1. Oh, I've confused things by doing it this way. Okay, I'm gonna do it that way. So you go to 2. You go to 1. Great. You go to 3. You go to 0. Going backwards, they all go to 0. So back in Z goes to 0, back on X goes to 0. You have very different things. None. So, no, back on X. We'll get you to 1 and 2. So you're Z, you're X. So back on X, Z. Opa. Well, isn't that a funny effect? Okay, so they are in properly. But now that we have them in, I want to see if I can do it manually. So whenever we have a new one in Z, opa. Not so manually. It looks good. Like going into it, it's not good. Same thing there. Same thing there. So it's on the positive direction. But then you are an anomaly. Yeah, you're flat. You're flat. You're flat. But you are an anomaly according to discovering. So it's so greater values over here, smaller values over here. Oh, I could do what I was doing before to figure out for what reason it's considering itself done with the ray marching. But I could do that later. Also, this is really cool effect. And there's a difference between there. So that's a voxel difference, I think. Ooh, so we can see a bit of the size of a voxel. It is, yeah. And then there's halfway. Let's see some lines here. Anyways, okay, I should finish up. I could deal with more of this stuff later on in future Oh, you know what? Okay, so this is X has this one goes to 3. It does go to 3. 2. Oh, I could see it now. This one goes to 3, so opposite is 2. This one goes to 3, so opposite of is 1. This one goes to 1, so opposite of it is 0. This one goes to 2, so opposite of it is 0. So that looks right, in other words. Okay, I think that's basically my hypothesis out the window. I was thinking this might be the 0 values from the chunk boundary conditions, but I'm gonna deal with the rest of this later. I'm done